So I was asked today by a friend of mine, female, why so many men are not willing to settle and so many women are being left single. Those with children and even those were in marriages that are being left, and even women who are doing well in their career. Basically, why men aren't willing to stay with some women, and the answer is simple, and I agree with the question. Some women, there are some women out there who men, no matter how they look, they can be overweight, not as good looking, and you will see them with rings in their fingers because they understand that there are some key components to ensuring that they find a man and have a man and they're happy in a relationship. Most women don't get it because society now has caused women to think that they can be independent. And a woman's core is relationship wise, and a man's core is his purpose. And so, what is happening is that men are trying to please women. So when women are asking for certain things, most of which they really don't want, by the way. That's another discussion. But they're asking men for certain things, and when men are trying to do what they're asking men for, it's turning them off. And then when men realize that they're trying to give too much of themselves in a relationship, and it's still not working out because 75% of women are the ones who are asking for divorce and not men. And so men have the view now that they are giving too much of themselves and they're not getting acceptance and appreciation in return. So what is happening is that men are checking out basically, and they are now going to YouTube and social media to find PUAs and dating coaches to strategize how to date and deal with women in the future. So when that happens, a man is no longer going to really give of himself fully to a woman. Even if he really loves her, he's not going to take the risk of opening his heart and being vulnerable with her because she's either too masculine or she's not able to be willing to submit, but yet she wants him to lead, but then doesn't want him to lead. She wants a 50-50 partnership, but then doesn't want a 50-50 partnership because she wants him to be a man, but to be a man, he has to lead. And to lead, somebody has to submit. It's just really a crazy situation, a crazy world. But some women get it. And with regards to children, a lot of times a guy would meet a woman and she would look a certain way and be a certain way. So in relationships, as we all know, a man doesn't want a woman to change. And in saying that, it means that he wants her to be soft and gentle and caring and loving and appreciative and supportive of him and accepting of him. He understands that men understand that women make children, but what we don't want is for you to meet us at 140 pounds and you make 2 children and you gain 70 pounds simply because you couldn't keep your mouth closed, because you're only supposed to really gain about 20 pounds for the most, unless you're making an elephant. So some women are just simply greedy, and you blame it on hormones all you want. But men are checked out because you don't look the same. You're not appealing sexually, and then you're also now masculine, more authoritative and more aggressive. And so he's not into that. Your energy is not what he wants because he has moved from one level to the other point in his career, and you are no longer what really stimulates him from any means or any angle, for that matter. And for a woman, she gets into a relationship and she hopes that he changes. And so when he doesn't change, because men generally don't want to, she tries to become mother, and she's not even realizing she's becoming mother. And the way she's saying things is she's now challenging him when she's thinking that she's giving him advice, a lot of times unsolicited. And so she feels that she's not respected, and she also pulls away and she removes the biggest thing that men are linked to in a relationship. She removes sex, which is very damaging for her more than him because he can get it somewhere else, and she needs to understand. And so what happens basically is this: she gets older, she's no longer looking the same whether she makes children or not. The older a man gets, especially if he keeps himself in check with gray hair, it's more attractive to some women. And so women in the early part of the relationship or early stages of life have the power, but men have it on a later part. And so until women get to understand that it's a balance and you have to be softer, especially when you get older, because as women get older, they're more masculine. That's nature. There's nothing she can do about it. And when men get older, most men are also more feminine. But he's also more attractive to most women because they expect that he's more intelligent than he was before. You see, so that is the reason why most men aren't willing to get married, because women are no longer behaving like women. Women are trying to be men and not understanding that they need to embrace womanhood first. Because anyhow you take it, you're going to become more masculine as a female because that's just nature. But some women are actually pushing the limits of trying to become more masculine. That's why you see so many women in the ages of 45, 50, 55 are taking lower haircuts and coloring and high colors and stuff, is because they are now more masculine. Even the tonality of their voices changed. They move from having 3 tones and enter having a 4th one, and then the other 3, out of the other 3, at least 2 tones disappear. You know, so they now become so masculine that the energy towards a man is the same as what he is supposed to give to her. You see, so that's the reason why men are no longer willing to settle. They're seeking to find people who are softer, more feminine, and as long as they are not getting that and they're not feeling appreciated, they will check out. So when they meet a person, sometimes, even if she's a good woman, even if she's a real woman, because of his experiences, he's just not going to risk trying to go to be vulnerable and really love you anymore. He's just going to play, so to speak. That's in men's defense. I'll probably do on Wednesday night. I'll do one for in women's defense as well. But the fact of the matter is this, and I would love to see your comments. And these are real statistics, real facts. Women are the ones who are asking for divorces, or for divorce in relationships, and men are the ones who are now no longer wanting to value women because of their actions. It's a chicken and the egg scenario, and I wish women get it. Women, you can't win, because the older you get, you're less valuable to a man, and most women don't have any value to a man, really. And it's not me trying to degrade women. If after you pass the stage of looking pretty and having a lot of makeup on and stuff, when you come down to the nitty-gritty of having a conversation, being able to be supportive, being able to really elevate a man, most of you women aren't able to do that. All right, I'm not going to say what the man's perspective is from that same statement, because I'm not discussing men tonight. I'll give where men feel and their shortcomings when I do men. But that's the reality with most women. They aren't women in the first place, and so they don't know how to keep a man. Men will always leave you, all right, because you don't make him feel safe. So that's the reality, and that's why most women today will never find a relationship that is going to be sustainable. All right, so let me know what you think about this video. Like, share, comment, subscribe, and we'll talk soon. So bye for now.